Welcome back to another episode of the Leeds United Career Mode, where we had a bright start to this season, winning games by 5 goals to 1, a 4-4 draw, a 6-2 win against Burnley. We continue on in here, managing a draw against Liverpool and 3 straight wins, which we scored 3 goals minimum in each game. It seemed to came crashing down here against 2 North London clubs, Tottenham and Arsenal, in which we lost both of them 4-2. And in the midst of that, we did lose Brendan Aronson. However, we had a doctor come in, inject him with a shot, and he is back into the squad fully, well, I don't want to say fully fit, but he is fit enough to play. He is high injury prone for the next 5 weeks, though, because that's how long he was supposed to be out. So we have 5 weeks to keep an eye out on him, but he is back into this team. Weston McKennie, the American trio, is back in. Serginho Dest has his American teammates. We are still, I want to say we're doing badly now, but back-to-back losses makes us go from top 2 to top 5 now. We are 2 points behind Arsenal and City. City are undefeated right now. And we have a game up first here against Everton. We also have Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. So we have Everton, we have Newcastle, then we have Aston Villa in a game possibly against Man United. We'll see how it goes. Francisco over the top. Can Rutter beat the defenders? He can. Rutter's in behind. His shot is deflected in, and Leeds United have the lead. If you're enjoying the series, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe and drop a comment down below who your favorite player is at the moment in this squad. But Georgino Rutter, it actually might have not took a deflection. He finds the back of the net, and it's 1-0 for Leeds. Deflected out for a corner. Weston McKennie whips in across, and Zinchenko on the header. Zinchenko doubles the lead right before halftime. It's 2-0 for Leeds. Weston McKennie fouled, but still play on. Zinchenko lays it off for St. Maximin. Was he on the side? He was. St. Maximin finds the back of the net, and it's 3-0 for Leeds. Back to where we should be, scoring goals, getting in front.
Things have changed at Craven Cottage. Let's get the news.
Jurgenich lays it through for Ben Seguir, who lays it off for Weston McKennie. Touches massive, that the finish gets there in time, and it's 4-0 for Leeds United. And Weston McKennie, the American, continuing on his quest. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but it's 4-0 for Leeds. Zinchenko lays it off for Ben Seguir, who lays it off for Weston McKennie. It's 5-0 against Everton. And Weston McKennie has a 15-minute brace. Tyler Adams. Godwin spins off his defender, and Godwin makes it 6-0 against Everton now. The Loney. He continues to shine in his short amount of playing time he's been getting. But it's 6-0 against Everton. That makes up really for the losses against Tottenham and Arsenal.
Well, it's a very simple finish in the end, but he's moved to conclude that this hasn't really been a contest.
And what I will say, we did keep our clean sheet. It's a 6-0 thumping. Maybe I spoke too soon. It should be a 6-0 thumping here against Everton. A massive, massive bounce back after back-to-back losses in North London. We now shift our focus to that Carabao Cup game against Newcastle. I want to win a trophy, and the Carabao Cup might be one to go for. Carabao Cup against Newcastle United. St. Maximin against his former club. Daniel James is the only replacement in this starting 11, replacing Francisco. Other than that, let's get into it. See if we can continue our trek in for Carabao Cup.
The ball forward with purpose.
Ashby against Hincape. Hincape, oh, he's going to win that 90% of the time. Tyler Adams now. Tyler Adams out wide for Daniel James. Daniel James lays it off. St. Maximin back post. It's a beautiful goal. And St. Maximin opens the scoring here against his old club in Newcastle. It was a beautiful volley. He's running around. He will show respect to the Newcastle Ultra. But it's 1-0 for Leeds. And thanks to a beautiful volley from Alan St. Maximin. Just look at that. He has to hit that like that. Dubravka completely caught off guard. Beats him near post. Should really be saving that. Really should be saving that. But it's 1-0 for Leeds. Last corner of the half here for Newcastle. And Brendan Aronson heads it away. Out for Coel. He gets a beautiful touch. It's still with them. And Wood saved by Meslier, but rebounded by Jolington. And in typical EA fashion, Newcastle United get a 45-minute goal. Cheese. And we'll go into the break level. Like that tackle right there from Hikape onto Wood should be winning the ball 95% of the time. 99% of the time. 1% is these extra time goals in the 45th minute. But we're going to the break 1-1.
And there we have it, the half-time whistle. That will do it for the first half. Here is
Jolington out wide. Sergio Dest struggling to keep up. And it's a good cross in, and Newcastle have the lead. The game is opening up here for Newcastle. And we'll be knocked out of the Carabao Cup. We're down 3-1. And off a kickoff instantly. It's 3-2. That's what we need. We need a quick response like that. Longstaff in 4-2. That's for sure game over now. Ashby, Longstaff off the post. Hincape clears, and now it'll be game over. We get knocked out of the Carabao Cup to Newcastle. A 4-2 loss. Wishing St. Maximin scored 2 goals on the day, but it wasn't good enough from the Leeds boys, and we're knocked out. Focus on the league for now until we get to the FA Cup in January.
Seems in this game he's been a step ahead of his opponent.
Now we are bouncing back beautifully. We are in 3rd position, only 5 points out of Tottenham, 3 points out of Chelsea, 2 points above United, who are up next in our quest to finish within a European spot. I don't even necessarily want top 4 or the league this season. However, if we get there, I'm obviously not going to be upset about it, as y'all know. Arsenal in 7th, our Liverpool in 8th. It's actually very tight there. Burnley only have 1 point. Nottingham Forest have 5, but they haven't picked up a single win. Neither obviously has Burnley. That'll be interesting to see the further we get into this career mode. Next up is United, of course. Sancho, Osimhen, Anthony, Fernandez, Moreno, Casemiro, Acuna, Martinez, Danilo, Vasquez, and Dimitrovsky in net. Let's get into it. The same as that starting 11. Francisco back in the starting 11 this time. Sancho now. They have a way in, but they mess it up. And almost they do, and it's in the back of the net somehow. Moreno wins the ball back after losing it multiple times. And it's 1-0 for Man United. And Zinchenko gives the ball right to Osimhen. That's just not what you want to do, because he can do things like that. And we're down 2-0. Zinchenko just throws the ball away. Sancho, it's 3-0. United are going to win this game. We'll just go ahead and jump to the result. It will be a 3-0 loss. We can't seem to beat any Big Six clubs again. We draw against Liverpool, but losses 3 in a row, 1 against United and 2 in the North London derbies. We end the episode here in 5th. United take over us in that 4th position. I'm honestly fine with that. Like I said, I only want a European spot, whether that be Conference League, Europa League, or somehow even a Champions League spot for next season. I don't think the squad would be ready for that, but I think if we were to get there, we would be able to make some adjustments in the squad and be able to fit for that. that is going to be the end of the episode. When I see y'all, I will have these scout reports up and I will go through them. But until then, leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.